Now, what about earthquakes or diseases like cancer? If God's good, why would he allow that kind of suffering? And I have to level. Sometimes I don't know. But I do know that when you're asking the why question, you're assuming that there's a higher purpose to life or that life has a higher meaning. And that really only makes sense if God is in the equation, because otherwise, suffering is nothing more than pain. But the Bible says that creation itself is groaning because of sin. This world is not acting the way it was originally designed to. Now, earthquakes aren't evil in and of themselves. They recycle the Earth's crust, so they're actually an important mechanism to keep the planet livable. Our cells usually keep us alive, but in this broken creation, sometimes the functions that are meant to sustain life end up taking it. We live in a world where the same water that you can drink, you can drown in. And yeah, you might say, why would God allow creation to be broken at all? But the Christian answer to that is because love requires freedom. I mentioned it in my last video. The fall was not God's choice, but we are still feeling the shockwaves of that fall even today. Again, without God, things like cancer and earthquakes are just cruel accidents. They have no purpose, and they're never going to be redeemed. But with God, even creation's groaning is a chapter in a bigger story that ultimately leads to redemption.